Okay, so bunker, again, real simple. That swing I was doing over there, I'm going to bring it in the bunker. So if you've been taught sort of stand, open, swing across, if you do that and it works, stick with it. If it's not working, try this kind of new simple way to think about it. Okay, so in the bunker, my number one most important skill is to learn how to take a divot. Okay, and when I say quality divot, I mean the size of it and the depth of it. Okay, so I'm going to draw two lines in here. They're about 5 inches apart. Okay, I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to take practice swings. I'll start here. I'm going to set this up right in the middle of my feet. Okay, I'm going to take practice swings. Now, if I want to go about 20 yards, I'm going to swing like I'm going 40. So I like double it. Because when I take the sand, it's only going to go 20. Okay, so middle of my stance, just taking like a 40-yard swing. And my divot's going to happen right between the two lines. It should, is where I want it to happen, okay? So I've just kind of learned how to do this. Now that one went a little this way. Not going to probably hurt me too much. Okay, now, if I just take a golf ball, put it between the lines, can you see those? Same exact swing that I just made, and my ball pops out. Okay, try it again. So again, I'm getting feedback from my lines, okay? So if I take a swing, and I, tried to help it, right? Which is what we see each other do a lot. My divot's happening back or before the lines, okay? So this is feedback for you when you're practicing and working on your divots to know where they're actually happening, right? What if I just don't get any at all and I've, in the tree, right? So I didn't get any divot. So again, in the bunker shot, go with your sand wedge, or if you want to take if you have a lab wedge and you want to work on that, you can, for sure. Same concepts apply. How do I control my ball flight? What if I just want to go right here? Like the bunker's like really close to the green and I just have to do a small little shot, right? So all I'm going to do is just a little tiny, not like that. So the divot, I'm going to try to keep the divot the same wherever I do it. Okay, so my divot was exactly the same as when I was trying to hit over there. So if you can keep that constant and then you change your swing. Does that make sense? So I hear golfers say, oh, I'm trying to take more sand, or I'm trying to take less sand. That's way too difficult to do while you're swinging, right? So just learn to keep the same divot happening majority of the time, and then you change how much swing you make.
Now, do you hit it before the ball?
Well, technically you are going to hit a couple inches before the golf ball, right? And that's what you get from these lines. So if the lines are there and I was taking a divot right through them, the ball is going to be right there. So you can see that? So technically I would be hitting like right here, going to there. Okay? So I always kind of tell people, like, practice making divots. Even if you come over here and just practice, it's okay. Practicing your divots. The ball's not even part of the equation anyway. It's just sitting there, right? We get so ball bound sometimes that we freak out that, oh gosh, it's in the sand, now I got to work harder. You don't need to work any harder, right? So again, in the bunker, go ahead and aim that way if you want to, or hit some over there. Like, just kind of, you got different distances you can work on, and
but we
different heights.
Out of these tall ones all the time.
Yeah. So this is a good example, right?
Yeah.
So if the ball's like super close to the front here, you need your highest lofted club. You need a setup position that's neutral. Don't get this way and try to dig it out, okay? Just set up neutral. The problem with this shot is it requires club head speed. So ladies in general don't tend to have much club head speed to get it up fast enough, but what you don't want to do is try to help this. So don't try to lift it, right? So what I have to be able to do is I'm going to get a little more neutral with it. So I'm going to let this handle come back, ball's in the middle, now I got to swing faster with my hands. You got to really get your hands involved.